I'm here on the Foothills Trail with people you might know. Top Hill.
Whoa!
People.
Yeah, it's pretty steep. There's Chris back there.
Yeah. Woo. I was gonna say, every sassafras, cover your ears if you don't like cursing. Every sassafras will kick your ass.
Yeah.
That's a shirt right there.
But okay.
Because we're in South Carolina and I guess they have a sassafras too. And Chris says it's the highest peak in South Carolina. So we're just here on a little Patreon hike. But it just so happens that Ramdino has his crew here too. So we decided to hike the same direction because he happens to have a real great benefit of trail magic.
Trail magic.
By fresh grounds. So we kind of want to... I never met fresh grounds when I did my through hike. So I was excited to get some fresh ground magic. Yeah, I've met Miss Jana too. Yeah. It was just fresh grounds I never met. Yep. So cool. I'm not gonna do a lot of videoing because I wanted this to be a special video, special event. But I just thought you might like seeing these two guys again.
It's nice to see you.
And then
in YouTube, the YouTube universe.
They love you. They want you to do YouTube.
They love you.
They want
like me, but they love you.
They want you to do YouTube and not just Instagram.
Okay.
What do you say to that?
Well, you know, if the you can't say no to the world. Whoa, okay now.
Oh yeah.
See, I almost got disturbed.
I didn't get that.
You can't say no when they say when your name is called. You can't say no.
Right. So I guess.
All right.
Cool. Let's get it.
Load out in the yard. She comes inside, she is a wreck. And fortunately,
I guess that's a rock in a hard place.
you're so clever.
Look at this platinum blazing campsite. Or like resting spot, because there's not really anywhere to camp, but it's a little dinner extravaganza with some wood. That's cool. And it tells you water, 0.2. So I'm trying the LMNT. I don't know if you followed my Tahoe Rim. I was talking about that they send me like a request to sponsor me, but I'm not sponsored. This is just a pack that Chris gave me last time. And I still have it, so I'm going to try and give you an honest review. Unsponsored, non-sponsored, and this is lemon habanero. First, these are horrible to open. They're so difficult to open. Okay, but on a positive note, there's not a lot of powder in there. So it's kind of like Chris is saying, you get a lot of bang for your buck. So there's 1,000 milligrams sodium, 200 milligrams potassium, and 60 milligrams magnesium. So it's like doing its thing, and I'll let you know how it tastes. Authentic reaction, right? It looks like.
Don't let me down.
Interesting. It's not very lemony. It's mostly like habanero-y. Like there's like this spice in the throat.
Is it palatable?
Yeah, it's good. It's good, but like it's not sweet, which Propel is, and I like that. And the lemon taste is like really subtle. It's not even strong at all. It's the habanero that's like, hey, how you doing?
I haven't tried that flavor, so.
Oh. Okay, that's the honest reaction.
Oh, that's a trailhead right there.
Well, we are by made it to this here trail magic. Right there.
Do you want hot chocolate? I might have a little coffee.
Oh, coffee.
now where am I going to stand?
Who's that?
That's what I was asking. I was curious how much
Typical.
And what year did you hike?
2023.
And what's your YouTube channel?
Pat Townsend.
Yeah, say that again.
Pat Townsend. It looks like I'm going with the
We have the view, and then we have all of these men taking videos.
Not a great experience. You know, I'm sure he's.
Good morning. It is day 2 of the Foothills Trail. As you can see, I only have top hat.
We're the only 2 survivors so far.
So yeah, yesterday was
But we
an
do have Jen. She's just a
yeah.
little-
We have an interesting day yesterday. A bunch of things occurred. So I have top hat with me. Jen is a little behind and took camp somewhere else. And then Peepaw had to tend to an emergency at home, and Tom decided to stop a little bit earlier. So we are walking to our breakfast trail magic, which is about 2.5 miles away from here. And it was a decently cooler night. It wasn't like super cold. It was like 41 degrees the lowest when I looked at it, but it was inside my tent. But it had some wind gusts, which made it a little bit cold at times. But it was perfectly warm. And how about you, Top Hat? You were perfectly warm?
Oh, very warm. Yeah, all the components that I have, the tent, the bag, the puffy, the wool, sky goat, they all work together.
Yeah,
And they each contributed their share, and I was very comfortable.
cool. So yeah, we're heading to Trail Magic number 2, same guy, Fresh Grounds. By the way, Fresh Grounds, which is from freshgroundleapfrogcafe, he provides trail magic to the Appalachian Trail through hikers the entire year, and he does it based off donations. So if you are, you're really feeling like year's end, you really want to donate to something awesome, maybe you could donate to him. It's Leapfrog Cafe. His trail name is Fresh Grounds, and he's awesome. He's very famous on the Appalachian Trail. I never got to see him on my through hike, and so I'm happy that I finally got to see him. So yeah, that's that.
Pretty up here.
River Crossin. Slippery bridge though. And it has white blazes.
If I lose her,
Yeah.
I don't know, 'cause I'm allergic to cats.
Stop tonight. I'm going to
How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. So you were on my video yesterday, but who are you? Do you have a YouTube channel? You do, right?
Yes, I do, but I don't put out very many videos. I did put them all out for every day when I did the AT this year.
Yeah.
And I started February 12th and ended July 26th.
Nice.
So my name is typical. And the
How'd you
reason-
get that name?
I got that because I said it a lot. I said this is a typical weather on the AT.
Okay.
So I said that a lot of times, and
Oh,
somebody
really?
said, "Why don't you just take the name Typical?"
Okay.
And then after people got to know me, they said, "Aren't you kind of atypical?" I said, "Yeah," but it's like calling us tall, a big guy slim,
Right.
something like that. So
Or Big Willie.
yeah,
Having a...
yes,
I have a question. So I have some questions,
okay,
but they're not typical.
okay.
They're atypical. The mountain you did the most butt sliding on, if any.
We probably won't see
Ooh, I would say come down Moosilauke because it's so wet and we had to slide a little, a lot of places. Because when it was pouring so much, it made it a lot slicker. And in order to keep a lot more grip on there, you had to use your butt.
Yeah.
So that was probably the most we come down when I was coming down. Because we was drenched anyways. It didn't matter if you got mud on it.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember when you got down there, there's a river, you could just wash it off in the river. So
Yeah.
that was
Most butt sliding.
Yes.
Yeah. If you could rename Mount Washington, what would you call it? It's okay, you can be inappropriate.
Let's say since I went over it, Mount Typical.
Good. Mount Typical, very nice.
Yeah, because when I went over it, I was the only one there because
Oh,
I got there
really?
so early, and I camped. They said may have not been where I should have been camping, but I camped kind of closer to the top. So when I went over, it was so early in the morning, nobody was there.
Yeah.
And so that if you saw my,
kinda nice.
I forgot to take picture and video when I was on the very top. I took it when I started going down by the train tracks. You remember the tracks that came up?
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 you love it, 1 you hate it, beaver bogs.
The beaver bogs. Well, I think they kind of made it interesting. So I would say I kind of liked them. So I'd say 8 or 9.
Nice.
Yeah, because I liked them. They was like, you had to really watch your footing going through
I
there.
loved the beaver
Yeah,
bogs.
I
It was
liked
fun. It gave it like the monotony some
Yes,
difference,
and that
right?
first one in Pennsylvania, remember where the first one you camped to?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I really liked that one.
Yeah.
I was
And
looking forward to it.
one more question. If you could call like the Appalachian Trail, name it after like a movie. Like give it a movie title.
To hell and back.
To Hell and Back.
No, that's a movie name.
Right,
To Hell
I
and
wanted
Back,
it.
yes.
Yeah, that's
Because
good.
it's funny, it's like, and you probably know too, something that made you cry, it made you have all the emotions. and
Yeah.
it made you use everything of yourself to do it.
Yeah,
But now you love it,
yeah.
you know.
Can never live without it.
Yes.
It's like a relationship that never goes away. Like
it's a
an
good one.
ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, it's like, like I said, it ruined your life, but it kind of gave you life. too.
Yes, right, exactly.
You know, sometimes the things that make you bring out the most of you give you a reason.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, so.
Very cool. Thanks for doing my this year interview.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. So brand new. Ooh. Just to show how steep this is. And it still doesn't really show on screen how steep it is. What is it? What time is it? River Crossin! River Crossin. River Crossin.
River Crossin.
Okay. Because even though my dog is gone,
Pretend you're not seeing me with the camera.
We're a little starstruck. There's the famous HikingDancer. We're so
Ooh, ooh. Who are you?
I am Mama Bear and Little Bear.
What happened to your name?
Well, Fresh Ground said that I'm not a baby for yesterday. Yeah.
So you're a
But-
little bear,
yes,
not baby bear anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you're going to hike the AT,
Yes, we are.
and you have a YouTube channel,
We do the Wildflowers Adventures.
Wildflowers Adventures. So make sure you follow them. And I have some questions. I've been doing unique questions.
Okay, good.
So not the typical.
Okay.
So which mountain are you the most excited to be butt sliding on?
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know. I don't think I know enough of it to think. I guess all of them, because that means that I won't fall hard. I'll just gently glide down. I don't know. Do you have an answer? No, me neither.
And what are you most excited to splurge on the I-18? Food.
Food, yeah. we're
Laying
big
in a
foodies.
bed after a long day.
Like having like your own room
Yes.
and not listening to all the snoring people.
Showers, bed. Oh, yeah. But food, for sure.
Very cool. And I thought I had something else. If you could give your adventure a like movie name or like a name of a movie that already exists or a song name, what would you give it?
So I've been thinking a lot about this, and you'll probably remember, but if you have another one, you say it, okay? So mine is, because in everyday life, mom of 4 children, all active, I'm running around like crazy, I own my own business, so busy, right? Busy life, productive life. And then I keep thinking to myself, compared to what I do in everyday life, I would call this All I Have to Do Is Walk. Because, right?
Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Little Bear?
Yeah, probably the same thing.
You too?
Yeah.
You're super busy like me?
No.
But this is easier for you than it is for me, for sure. She's tough. She's a beast. I have to keep up with her half the time, but she's good to me and slows down for me, and she'll filter water when I need a rest. So, yeah.
Good.
Beast mode is
Can you
probably
do
what
a
we
bear
should
hang
call
yet?
hers.
Huh?
Can you do a bear hang?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yep.
I saw the video where you tried, so it was funny.
Got
Yeah.
stuck.
That was
We
nice.
got stuck. So we got a locking carabiner and then a bigger dog bone. So much easier.
Nice.
So much simpler.
Good. Well, I'm excited to be watching you.
Thank you. We're
Be
so
fun.
thankful for you. You have taught us so much through your videos. So thank you for
Awesome.
everything.
Of course. All right, I didn't do a lot of videoing today, but we have about 0.9 left to our campsite. Once we have arrived, we will have hiked 14.4 miles.
Hey,
Good job.
that's less for the next
I
days.
mean, that's like amazing, because when we were on the C&O trail, we did like 8,
yeah, we didn't go that far.
10 miles.
This is way harder.
And
than
it was
the C&O.
flat. Hey, top hat.
Yeah,
Oh, the hat came off.
the tree branch wanted my hat.
Do you still want to hike the AT?
Yeah, I really do, and I'm feeling encouraged
Really?
that I'm able to go up and down these hugely steep foothills.
So how's it different, like, from the C&O canal, besides the fact that it's flat? But, like, did you expect that it would be the way it is? Or did you think...
Yeah, you know, I think you probably always underestimate the difficulty.
Yeah.
Trying to keep a positive attitude. It's difficult, but I don't think it's anything that can't be done.
Good.
You know, one step at a time. That's sort of my attitude. And if I get tired, I rest. If I get thirsty, I drink. If I get hungry, I ate. What did Forrest Gump say? When I was tired, I slept. When I was hungry, I ate.
Good.
That's
All
my
right,
attitude.
let's get to camp. So,
we go.
because, by the way, we will have done that. What time did I say it was? What time did I say it was?
4 o'clock?
Right, it's 4 o'clock. We'll get there at 4:30, which means it's still gonna be sunlight. And we took about an hour and a half at Fresh Ground.
Yes, we did.
So you should give yourself a pat on the
You
back.
should give yourself a pat on the back.
Yeah. It's a good little hike.
Yeah, we did great.
This might be Lake Toxaway. Toxaway? Toxaway. I don't know. Lake Toxaway. It's pretty. Good morning. It is 7:29 and it's 35 degrees. And Top Hat is ahead because he packed a little bit faster. And I told him to get ahead so he's not gonna like be cold. He's the kind of guy that wants to start hiking when it's still dark outside, so that's gonna be cool for him for the AT. It's not really my thing, but he was like, can we like leave earlier? I'm like, okay, we'll do it. So just now sunrise happening. I know it looks so much brighter on the screen, but it never is as bright as it is in actuality. So I have my first river crossing already. Ooh, slippery. Okay, must put you away. Going down a Going down a stair stravaganza. Super steep. Oh my God, it's wiggling! And then you have this.
Oh,
It's like the third time of me doing this video right here. Just because I want to be about as gentle as I can be in what I'm saying. Well, this has really been an eye-opening experience within the fact that Top Hat has mentioned that he would like to get off trail. So initially we thought we were going to go all the way to Trail Magic. Not today, I mean we're gonna hike and then get to Trail Magic tomorrow and he would get a ride home. But we met some other hikers who suggested, because they are getting a food drop at like a river or a lake and by a boat, so maybe Top Hat can hitch a ride via boat. I'm gonna continue hiking because Chris is going to meet back up tomorrow. And then there was a lady who had contacted me whom I invited to just come and meet us, so I don't know if she's coming. And also I want to finish the trail, you know. But it's been an eye-opening experience. I mean, you know, the trail is not easy, it's very difficult. And it's not like, you know, Foothills itself is pretty difficult. It's a good trail to try if you want to do the Appalachian trails, a really good pre-understanding of what it's going to be like. It gives you everything, you know, it gives you like the main slippery pieces of wood. It gives you roots to trip over. It gives you fancy stairs. I mean, like leaves, mud. I mean, river crossings. It's a really great example. But it's tough for anybody who's not used to it, you know? So, and that's an eye-opening experience. And me, I'm somebody who likes to have people learn for themselves. I'm not like a, what do they call it, helicopter mom or something like that. You know, I'll give people the information and I let them as adults choose what they do with this information. And so, I mean, one example is I told all my patrons not to wear any cotton for this hike. You know, it's a suggestion. They shouldn't do it just because cotton is really bad in this kind of environment. And so, you know, Top Hat, for example, he decided to have his base layer be cotton still. And, you know, I'm okay with that as long as he's okay with that. But, you know, people made remarks, how dare I let people hike with me in cotton. It's like, I'm nobody's owner, like literally. You know, if they choose to do what they do, and that's how they learn. And he seems to be completely fine because he has a base layer of cotton, and then he has the Sky Goat hoodie, and he has a nice puffy as well that keeps him very warm. So that's the news for you there. You know, I let people learn for themselves. And if they tell me to move ahead and don't want me to wait for them, I will. And, you know, if I see somebody who's really struggling, I will stay with them. And, you know, I consistently check in with Top Hat and others, like, how are you doing? How much further do you feel like you want to go? And just today, I love that he was open with me and said, you know, I feel like this is kind of tough. I would like to get off trail, and that's great. But it's very eye-opening for me. It makes me, you know, probably be a better hiker, be better with maybe helping people understand the process and the difficulties. So, but also it's a little disappointing, and I'm in no way disappointed in the other hikers. I'm just disappointed perhaps in myself. And I don't know why, because I stand by my words to have people learn for themselves. But I'm also, you know, sad that I wasn't able to have, you know, anybody hike the whole thing with me. I'm so glad Chris is coming back tomorrow, but like, you know, so that's that. Anyway, we're going to the spot where he might get his boat ride. That's about half a mile away, and we'll have to wait an hour to see if, you know, the people who get their food drop off, they're gonna come, and then the boat will come, and then we'll just ask if Top Hat can go with them. Top Hat, you're gonna have a boat ride.
I'm gonna have a boat ride.
That's pretty unique.
I think I'm gonna have a boat ride.
So do you have something to say to people who are trying to hike this trail?
Well, I'd say it's important to understand that however hard you think it is, however well you're trained, it's probably going to be a little bit harder. There are a lot of hills, a lot of up and down, quite steep, a lot of path edges where it's best that you don't look down, because if you slip off there and fall, it's going to be just a long fall.
So you would say that it's steeper than you thought it would be?
Yeah, very much so. It's quite steep up, quite steep down, separated by periods of flat where, you know, you can recover a little bit. But yeah, it is. It's very respectable in terms of you know, being a challenge. It's a respectable challenge.
Does this change your mind about hiking the AT?
I don't think so. You know, I do need to train.
Yeah.
For, you know, it's funny, on the areas where there were flats, I felt perfectly comfortable and was able to recover. It's the steep up and the steep down.
Aw.
Ooh.
And then I was gonna ask you something else, but I forgot. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you soon.
I'll see you shortly.
All right. Bye.